I don't care too much for this cheap top. I ain't gonna lie. It's just I'm over here trying to keep it down and move it this way. And but anyway.
You my only one. You my number one. You one-on-one. I wanna go one-on-one.
Hey my lovies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is 𝙈𝙀𝙉𝙎. Today's video is going to be some fragrances that I cannot put down. I wear them on a daily basis. A lot of them are affordable. Yes, we're just going to jump right into it. I want to get to it. I want to let y'all know my opinions on them, why I'm wearing them, why I gravitate to them, and so forth. Before we get into the video though, I do want to mention Dossier. They are an affordable perfume brand. They have inspired fragrances to some of your higher end luxury perfumes. They are really good. They have been sending me some fragrances these last couple of months, and you guys, I'm sold. Like a lot of their fragrances are, if not spot on, the exact same to the niche fragrance that it is meant to smell or be reminiscent of. So I wanted to also mention to you guys, if it's your first time signing up, you do get 10% off on your order. So one cool thing I love about Dossier is you get a welcome offer of 20% off plus my 10%, which will give you a total of 30% off your first purchase. And to keep in mind, you guys, these fragrances are in between like 30, I say $25 to $40, depending on what you get. But that is so affordable because you're already getting a discount on top of the fact that you get a percentage off of affordable already perfume. So I really do love Dossier for that. I also love their new catch program that you can sign up for at the end of checkout, which will give you a credit of $10. And last but not least, you have a 30-day return policy on these fragrances, because if you are not satisfied, you can send it back. But more than likely, I'm letting you guys know they are really good. They perform well, if not a little bit better or better than the originals. And also one thing I can mention is that I own every original that I get from them. So when I do get the fragrance, I do compare them. And you guys, I'm letting y'all know now, I love me some Dossier. They do it for me to the point where some of them I'm not even going to rebuy. I'm just going to use my Dossier because it smells just like you would never know the difference unless I tell you. And yeah. So let's just get into a couple that I want to mention to you guys. I am going to show you the packaging. It will come like this. Inside the packaging, they always send a card. The card usually has on the back the name of the fragrance, and then it has the notes inspired by, concentration level, then it has a thank you note and how it works. So when you look at the box, here is your fragrance. They are 50 milliliter bottles. This fragrance is 𝙈𝙀𝙉𝙎𝙎, vanilla, which is inspired by YSL Black Opium. Now I did buy a travel size Black Opium, and like I say, I owned every fragrance that I do get from Dossier, whether it's a sample, a travel size, or a full bottle. But with Black Opium, I'm gonna let you guys know, I did mention in a previous video that it was not my vibe because it smelled really good, but it did not last worth a, like, you guys, it was 2 hours. I couldn't even smell it no more. And I did like the smell. I thought it smelled pretty good. I just didn't think it was worth the price, because YSL Black Opium is a little bit on a more higher end designer pricier side to me. Like their bottles run like $100 and up. And that's for like the 3 ounce, because I love me a good big bottle, you know. And even the smaller sizes I think are still overpriced for what you get, not for what it is, but for what you get. You get what I'm saying? Like if you really like the smell, go ahead and splurge, girl. But for me, if you can't even last and you are that expensive, I can't. So when they sent over 𝙈𝙀𝙉𝙎𝙎, vanilla, you guys, when I tell you this was right on with Black Opium, I was like, I'm not buying Black Opium. I will stick with Dossier's 𝙈𝙀𝙉𝙎𝙎. Vanilla. It does it for me. It lasts longer than the Black Opium from YSL. Like I say, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if I go nose blind or what, but I tried that fragrance for a week and it did not pass 2 hours in my opinion. So that is one that I received from them. Another one I see from them is Citrus Peony. It's inspired by Miss Dior Bloom & Bouquet. This to me lasts a little bit longer than Dior, okay? And it smells just like it. So I do have Bloom & Bouquet in a sample size, and I was debating on buying it, but then when I found out it was a toilette and I tried it for a little bit, I'm like, it's just a floral, beautiful fragrance. Like, I don't really think I need it, because I do have other florals that I prefer. But nonetheless, I collect perfume and it did smell good. But you know what? I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So behold, they had an inspired Bloom & Bouquet, and it's called Citrus Peony and Honey. It smells just like it. They got your back. So now that we have those out the way, also I will mention my discount code on the screen. It will always be linked in the description box, so don't forget, I put everything in the description box, okay? And if I don't, just leave me a comment and I will let you know. So let's get into the video. I'm not gonna make this video too long because I just rambled, and I know y'all probably like, what? And if you skip through it, then girl, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna make it too long. I'm just gonna tell you what I've been wearing and why I've been wearing it, and yes, why you need it, because these are really good everyday fragrances, and you don't have to think too hard to wear them. You don't have to look for a date. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You just wear them and do your thing or run some errands. First up, I am going to mention Pink Sugar. This is a very cheap fragrance. This is a very affordable fragrance. This fragrance is very, very sweet. It is a burnt sugar smell, hence pink sugar. But it is also a synthetic smelling. If you have a problem with synthetic smelling, which is fragrances that smell a little cheap, you know, I would say stay away from it. But if you do like something sweet, you want something that's everyday but smells really good and just girly, I would definitely go with Pink Sugar. Like I said, it just smells like burnt sugar. That's it. But it is, for it to be like, you could find this under $20. For this to be such an affordable fragrance, you guys, you can get a lot of use out of this. Look at this bottle. Not only that, it could be layered. Like, it's sweet, it has a burnt sugar smell to it, but this could definitely be layered over some woods, some floral notes, all that good stuff. Okay, so I really, really do love Pink Sugar. This is a playful, fun. You can wear this to bed, you can wear this on the go. It's just something to just have because it's affordable and it smells good. The next fragrance that I cannot seem to not pull for on a basic day is 𝚬 by Giorgio Armani. You guys, I don't know, this is like a really light fragrance to me. It's not very strong. It's a boozy, fruity vanilla. That's what I get from this. This definitely smells to me like a fresh fruit, a light, airy, fresh fruit with a little bit of booze in there. I do smell the booze. I don't know what it is, but I smell the booze. And it's very vanilla. So it's not heavy vanilla like a sweet vanilla. This is not by any means a really sweet fragrance. This is more, I would say, fruity, slightly floral vanilla. But it's a very white t-shirt and blue jeans type of day. I mean, if you want to get, if you're looking for something that you could just throw on the go and you're not trying to be overly sweet, I would definitely go with this. It's a balance. It's very likable. It's very universal. Like, no one's not going to like it because it's not unlikable. It's such a crowd pleaser. But once again, it's a little basic too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, everybody probably has this or have owned it, might know what you're wearing, but nonetheless, it's a really good, smell good type of fragrance. That's a crowd pleaser. And if that's what you're aiming for and you don't want to do too much, go with Giorgio Armani. 𝚬. Now the next one I'm going to mention to you guys is a little bit strong to me, and I think it's the notes. I'm not gonna lie, and quote me if I'm wrong. If y'all got a problem with it, I need to know, because the lychee in this fragrance, girl, it stands out. But then it could be from my experience that I had with lychee, as far as spraying too much, and then it gave me a headache, and ever since then it's like I have to be light-handed on my sprays. Like, but anyway, this is Angel Nova by Mugler. You guys, this is such a beautiful fragrance. I really do like Mugler for their uniqueness, you guys. Like, on some real stuff, like, they're just different. They're dirty patchouli, but then they do go in their own directions. Like, when you smell a Mugler fragrance, you know it's Mugler. If you know, you know. That's what type of fragrance, you know, he produces. But, or should I say the company produces. But definitely, you guys, this is very lychee driven, so it's a floral fragrance. I feel like it could be, I wouldn't even say it's sweet. A little bit maybe, but more so floral and very rosy type of ordeal with a little bit of fruity. I kind of get a little bit of raspberry too. So it's like a fruity floral. But you guys, I gotta tread light with this, because although it smells really, really good and it's something that I'll pull for, I can't go heavy on my sprays, and I love a good 6 to 7 to 8 sprays. I want people to smell me from across the room, from around the corner, down the street. But it's just, I have to be careful, because certain notes, you guys, like, y'all know, if you love perfume, you know. But I do like this one. I do recommend this one if you want to be kind of like on your girly light tip, like you just want to have that fruity floral smelling good, not in no sexy rim. Like, you're gonna have to probably layer this with some 𝘎𝙊𝙉𝙎 or some Ebony Woods if you're going for some sexy. But in my opinion, I do feel like this is a good everyday fragrance, and it's a good transition into the nighttime if you were looking for more of a rosy type of fragrance with a little bit of fruits in there. Next up, I'm going to be quick. Ariana Grande. This is Cloud 2.0. There's not much of a difference between this one and the first one. I can say that there's only one note that makes it different, that this one has added 𝙈𝙀𝙉𝙉𝙁 in it, and it's a little bit more dense, very slightly. The other one's a little bit more fruity. It's really subtle differences that you can't differ. Like, honestly, you have to be really into fragrances that got a strong nose to know the differences, but I can smell it. I definitely can. I prefer the first one. That's why I'm gravitating to this one more, so I can just kind of get it out the way. It is fall, and I do feel like if you're really picky and you just want both of them, definitely I would prefer this one more so in the colder days and the other one in the more warmer days. But I do feel like they both smell the same. It's either or. Once I bought it, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna, you know, wear it out because it smells so good. This is one of my favorite celebrity fragrances, one of them. There's a couple other ones I can mention, but this is up there in the top. So if you want to smell like tonic, sweet, a little bit of whipped cream, you know, I would definitely go for this. It does have a very, I don't know, the name Cloud does it. Like, it just, that did it. It was a perfect name for it. I don't care too much for this cheap top. I ain't gonna lie. It's just, I'm over here trying to keep it down and move it this way. And but anyway, nonetheless, that's Ariana Grande Cloud. Really do love that one. Last but not least, we are going to talk about none other than 𝙈𝙀𝙉𝙉𝙎 Girl and Now. Because, honey, okay, we in the fall now. So all them nutty fragrances, they coming out. I'm ready for them. I love me a good nutty perfume. Like, I like almonds. I love that. It just smells so, reminds me of the colder days, you know, the fall, the winter, all that good stuff. So I definitely do like the way they smell. This is an overdose of praline, okay, honey? So she's sweet and she's nutty, and this is a really beautiful fall fragrance. So because we're in the colder months, that's why I have been pulling for this one. I prefer it on evenings to night, but this can definitely be a transition from day to night. So I really love this. It's just beautiful. It's unique. I have not smelled nothing like it, and that's why I've been reaching for it a lot, and it will remain in my collection because I love me, like I say, a good nutty scent. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I tried to throw in some fragrances that I have been reaching for. Haven't put a dent in them because I have so many fragrances, and I'm always shuffling on which one I want to wear, and then at the same time adding more into my collection. So yeah, I can say I'm a collector at this point. But if you have any everyday fragrances that I did not mention and you want to throw out there, or you want to put me on to, leave it in the comment box below, you guys. Turn that post notification bell on so you can definitely get my next video, and I will see you in the next one.